Welcome to this guided visualization from the Body Retreat. My name is Jules Abernethy and I'm one of the co-founders of the Body Retreat, and I'm also a clinical hypnotherapist. To get the best results from this short visualization, you'll want to give it your full attention. Please do not listen to this download while driving, operating machinery, or at any time when you need to maintain concentration on something. To fully enjoy this session, find somewhere that you can sit or lie down for 10 to 15 minutes, be comfortable and have a reasonable chance of not being disturbed. So if you're now sitting or lying comfortably, I want you just to begin to allow yourself to settle in and settle down. Settling down into a deep state of relaxation and inner focus. If you haven't already done so, just allow your eyes to gently close right now. And then take 3 long, slow, deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing fully and deeply. Just allowing yourself to connect to the rhythm and pattern of your gentle breath. Just beginning to notice all of the nuances of your breath. The difference in temperature of the breath in versus the breath out. The gentle rise and fall of your chest. Listening to the gentle beat of your heart. Just switching now from thinking to just breathing, giving all of your conscious attention to the pattern of your breath. And so now I want you to begin to allow the release of any unnecessary physical tension. So just taking a moment now to scan down through your entire body, noticing if there are any areas of tension or discomfort, and allowing yourself to breathe in that cool, soft, clearing breath. And then as you exhale, just noticing that soft, warm, velvety release. So just starting at the very top of your head, just coming down across your scalp, down across your forehead, across your eyes and eyelids, across your cheeks and jaw. Just breathing out any unnecessary physical tension. And then feeling that sense of comfort then begin to spread down through the muscles of your neck, across your shoulders and shoulder blades. Simultaneously, just scan down through each of your arms and right down to the very tips of your fingers. Then coming down through your upper back, mid back, lower back, across your chest, your breastbone, your diaphragm, down through all of your torso. Then noticing around your hips and pelvis, down through the tops of the legs, past the knees, through the calves and shins, and all the way down to the very tips of your toes. Just taking this moment to notice how you feel, allowing yourself to be guided by each easy breath that you take, by each gentle beat of your heart, beginning to allow your body to relax. Allow your mind to relax now too. Letting go of any unhelpful or unwanted conscious thought. Allow yourself to focus on the sound of my voice, but also allow yourself to begin to focus on the style of thinking that will allow you to shed the weight that's unnecessary for you. You're listening to this download because you're ready to embrace a different way of thinking, to embrace natural thoughts that lead to your behaving in a way that naturally supports you to eat in a way that nourishes your body and your brain. Just think about it for a moment. Dieting can feel like a constant battle, fighting to stay on the straight and narrow, the conflict between discipline versus pleasure. Not only that, but it can be unclear how to really shed the weight that you don't want, because there's so much confusing and often conflicting information out there about what really works. And to add insult to injury, when you do manage to stick to a plan, it seems to take forever. The benefits seem slow in coming, often taking weeks or even months to enjoy proper results, by which time you can find that you're so tired of the dieting, the restriction and the deprivation that you simply quit. And nothing has changed. You go back to your old ways and you feel like a failure. You feel like you have let yourself down. But that's simply not true. You didn't fail the diet failed you. One of the problems with diets, when you think about the language used by the diet industry, you often hear people say they are going on a diet, which implies that there will come a day when you're finally set free from the diet. When you think about it, this means that dieting is really only set up for the short term. If you think about the effort that it takes to weigh and measure food, to count the calories, to log the macros, to have the willpower to avoid the foods that you enjoy, to make yourself eat the foods you feel you should. And this kind of low-calorie deprivation creates a natural hunger as your metabolism changes to accommodate the lowering of the energy that you are consuming. In addition, they can mean that you lose muscle mass, and so therefore, while you weigh less, your metabolism is actually naturally lowered. So when you do fall off the wagon or eat off plan, you find that the weight just seems to bounce back on again so very quickly. So you see that the very act of dieting works against your natural biology. Too often, after years or even decades of dieting, you start to see food as the enemy. You view food only as good or bad. There's too much emotion connected to food that really doesn't need to be there. So now it's time to leave behind the battle, the rules, the diets, the restrictions and deprivation. And instead, now it's time to focus on eating for health and wellness. And don't think about this change as being just a means to an end, the end being just a number on the scale or a smaller dress size, but rather focus on the benefits that you want to enjoy every day for the rest of your life. So just take a moment now to really think about what you want. What do you really want to enjoy every day for the rest of your life? Perhaps it's the confidence to buy clothes from any high street store, the ability to be able to play on the floor with your grandchildren, the freedom from worry about your health and long-term wellness. What are the benefits that you really want and need to enjoy? Just allow yourself to take a moment to silently and mentally ask yourself that question. What is it that I really want right now? Because it's time to recognize that your old ways of trying to lose weight are not helpful to you. That you're simply staying stuck in an old, unhelpful, unhealthy pattern. And so it's time to do something different. It's time to make a better choice. So acknowledge to yourself that you have tried the dieting. You've tried to eat less and move more. You've tried your best. It's now time to stop trying to simply lose weight. It's time to focus on shedding the weight that's unnecessary for you. It's time to aim to make positive change happen every single day. It's time to reconnect to your ability to make positive choices for yourself. Not because you have to, not because you should, but rather because you are ready to make change happen, because you want to, because you care about yourself, because you care about your body, your health and well-being. And this care is not shown through dieting, restrictions and deprivation, but rather you show this self-care through making positive choices that nourish your body and your brain. Reclaiming your right to health from the unhealthy dieting culture. So now, just take a moment to consider what new healthy habit that you would like to make a part of your everyday life. Perhaps it's the habit of making time to move your body. Perhaps it's about planning your meals in advance so that you are prepared. Perhaps it's beginning to cook some of your meals from scratch. Because change begins with the little things, consciously chosen, consistently applied. So just consider now for a moment, what is the one small change or healthy habit that you really want to make a part of your everyday life? Just acknowledge this to yourself right now. Just see what you see, hear what you hear, feel what you feel, as you acknowledge to yourself that you are ready to show yourself the care that you deserve, that you are ready to make positive choices that nourish your body and your brain, that you are ready to make positive change happen right now. So now, just allow all of those thoughts, words, images and feelings just begin to merge and mingle now, finding their right place deep inside, there to support you every day from today as you move forward. Now, to really maximize the impact of this short session, I'd recommend listening to this download at least once a day for the next 7 days. As you do so, you'll begin to find that your thinking begins to change, perhaps in subtle ways to begin with. But as you listen to this download every day for the next 7 days, you begin to recognize the truth that to be in control of your thoughts, to be in control of your behavior, to be in control of your habits, is really about being in control of your health and well-being. And that's a choice that you are ready to make. So now it's time for us to end this session. I want you now to again, once more, take 3 long, big, deep breaths, breathing in fully and deeply. As you breathe, I want you to become more aware of the surroundings around you, aware of your space in the room. And I'm now going to count from 1 to 3, And at 3, I want you to open your eyes wide awake and alert and afresh again. So ready. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake. Now, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your evening, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.